Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey,
I'm John.
Brian.
Nice to meet you.
Brian, good to see you again, man.
Yeah.
You too, you too.
How you doing? Hey, thanks for meeting up with us.
Absolutely. You know, this case is just kind of exploding.
I met up with former FBI agent Ben Hansen, Navy veteran John Nelson, and NASA consultant Dr. Doug Buettner. We're in Fairfield County, Connecticut, investigating a series of UFO sightings.
Right now, we're heading over to talk with one of our primary witnesses. Her name is Diane.
Diane is one of several people who saw something unexplained in the sky near this reservoir close to Reading.
Hi, I'm John. Nice to meet you.
And this is Brian from NewsNation.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Thanks for talking to us.
Yeah, no problem.
So this is the community center where everything happened.
Yeah.
Diane works late nights cleaning the community center, and in 2022 saw something that still gives her chills.
Could you walk through it for us and tell kind of Brian what it was you witnessed?
Sure. I had, I do my usual stuff and, take the trash out, take recycle out. So I'm kind of back and forth in the building, and it happened to be toward the end of my shift, and I was bringing the garbage out, and it's back on the back deck of the building, and I just happened to notice a light in the sky, and I'm always a sky watcher, so I just was wondering, oh, is it a plane or whatever? And the way that it was moving, I was like, oh, there's no way that's a plane, because it was, just moving too erratically.
Can you show us the area where you saw the objects?
Sure. Yeah.
Diane uses a laser to explain where she saw what she describes as several orbs.
So where was
The initial light came from this direction.
Okay.
And it was kind of moving back and forth here and there. And then when it came over to here, I noticed it was two.
So it kind of wavered back and forth?
Yes, because when it was out so far, that's why I thought it was a plane, because I'm like watching it, I'm like, what is that? Trying to figure out what direction it's going, because that's not a usual direction for an airplane, I don't think, like around here.
So almost just to the right of this tree right here.
Yeah. Like where it was clear, because that's what I said. I'm like, oh my God, I can really see this thing, because I'm looking up, watching this thing just above my head, like
Watching it watch you.
Yeah. Okay. Like I thought, like there. Oh, what is that down there?
Now, it's kind of hard to see because we have a ceiling of clouds right here, but you see where that's reflecting on the top of the cloud?
Yes.
Do you by any, estimate or be able to say where it was higher or lower than that?
It was probably about that high, but a larger object.
Diane was so scared she called police and showed an officer pictures that have since been accidentally deleted when she reset her phone.
So it wasn't a 911 call, it was non-emergency, but they still generate notes about the caller. And this is what caught our eye. It said, caller states that she was closing up the community center. She was seeing strange lights above the trees that she described as UFO activity. The caller wished for an officer to be present while she walked to her car since she was freaked out.
Where are all the other flights? There were far more than this.
Hansen and his team analyzed air traffic and determined what Diane saw could not be a plane. And they received similar reports from another witness at a nearby elementary school.
There is no aircraft in the area. And even though I have it pulled up to the time the sighting was, if there was an aircraft, there's 5 minutes. Anything within 15 minutes of here would be shown on the screen right now.
It's all eerily similar to what police officer Robert Klein saw in the same area around the same time. He caught the bright light on camera after it flew away from him. This is what Officer Klein described to Ashley earlier this month.
There was a really strong light. It lit up the entire cab of my cruiser to the point where I was having a hard time driving because I really couldn't see it. I was blinded by it. It was a perfect sphere, and it almost looked like plasma moving constantly. I was perplexed and confused at what I was looking at.
This reenactment video shows what Officer Klein says he saw. It was barely into the midnight shift when he says his patrol car was filled with a bright light. It changed colors and then zipped across the reservoir.
I've been doing this job for 25 years. I've seen my fair share of drones, meteors, and everything else. And I knew that this was something that I've never come across. It wasn't a drone, I can guarantee you that. And it was something I still to this day, I'm perplexed. And like I said, I was fairly close to this thing, 30 feet. I got a very close-up view of it. And I froze. I wasn't in fear. I just was really trying to understand what exactly I was looking at. And to this day, I'm just perplexed by it.